Okay, people, so today's theme is from a client who asked me for an idea if I ever made this video. So basically, you guys are all welcome to post an idea on my YouTube channel or to post an idea anytime or send me a private message. I mean, I'm sure some of the things that you struggle with are the same things that other people do. So basically, she asked me this morning, have you ever made a video about like forgiveness and about forgiving yourself when you mess up? So, and I haven't. So that's going to be the theme for today. So basically, the biggest thing is, number one, we are all human. It is very, very, very important that you learn to set yourself up for success. So you're more likely to mess up, make mistakes if you don't have a game plan for the day. So everything needs to have time management. Everything. Everything needs to be pre-planned. So I even tell my clients, the ones that are like planning to be driving home from work at 5 o'clock, I tell them to still bring their lunch bag with enough food to get them all the way until the end of the night. So basically, that's my lunch bag right there. If you can even see it, I really hope. But basically, because you never know. What if you are stuck in traffic for 2 hours in a car accident? And then, oh my God, I didn't have any food with me, I was famished. Then you go home, and because you're starving, and the last time you ate was 3 o'clock, and you should have eaten when you got home at 5:36, and then now you can't eat until 8 o'clock at night, and that's been 5 hours, and now what do? You stuff your face, or you make something quick, or you're so hungry that you can't control yourself. You didn't have anything pre-planned. So that's the first thing. So, and then another big thing, if you know, just like I did in the beginning, it's all about coping skills. So if you know you're somebody right now that's struggling with things and you're going through your quote-unquote recovery, then you have to make sure that the whole entire day is planned, and even on Saturdays and Sundays. That needs to be the day that's even more planned than the rest of the week. Let's just say if you're somebody that works a 9 to 5 and you're busy all day on work and you have your food with you and all that other stuff, and Saturday and Sunday you're off. I'm off on Sunday. I'm off after 11 o'clock on Saturdays when I'm not doing my grocery store tour. That day I get off at 2 o'clock by the time I'm done with the tour and any questions or whatnot. But I still plan my food for Sundays, no matter what. Because you have to have a game plan, especially on those days where it is just, you're not even thinking. And now getting to my point. So on the days maybe you didn't pre-plan, maybe it's Sunday and you lost your mind completely. Oh my God, like you might not have gotten up because you said, I want to have a day of rest. Meanwhile, I tell everybody I don't agree with days of rest because you're more likely to give in to temptation. You haven't released the happy hormone. It doesn't make any sense to me. You're resting from feeling good about yourself. But whatever. Okay, so let's just say you lose your mind. You didn't get up, you didn't release your happy hormones, then you didn't have a game plan, you didn't have anything planned, and now all of a sudden you go out to eat and either somebody or something, or you saw a commercial, or a friend of yours, or a non-supportive friend, or a non-supportive significant other makes a comment, oh, what's the big deal, have a couple Tostitos, and then you have that, and then you lose your mind for the rest of the day. Today is a new day. You need to get up this morning and say, tomorrow is in the past. I make all of my clients weigh in after a cheat because I want them to see what happened, the damage that was done, not as punishment, but you do so much work throughout the week, and then it eventually starts to click. Once you start seeing more and more, and I don't have a lot of clients that make a lot of mistakes, but I do have clients that do make mistakes. So you start seeing, oh my God, I busted my butt all week, and then one day, and I put back on that weight, and then a pound or two, and now it's all out the window. But it's over. You can't do anything about it. Forgive yourself. You're human. That's it. You're just one step closer to recovery. I always say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and this will not kill you. So you have to forgive yourself, and you have to move on, and today is a new day and a fresh start. But they say one time shame on you, second time first time shame on, let's just say if it was this, I know this is kind of off, but let's just say if somebody does you dirty and they say first time shame on them, second time shame on you, that's the same kind of scenario with this. Like, first time, okay, it's a mistake, and shame on the situation. But if you keep letting it happen, it's not a mistake anymore, it's a choice. That's another quote that I posted on Facebook. You chose to not do anything about it. You chose to not learn from the mistake that you made. So make the choice to learn from it. Make the choice to remember next Sunday, what am I going to do to make sure that I'm set up for success and I don't make the same mistake again. And then if you do, again, don't be mad at yourself and say, oh my God, how did I make the same mistake? Say, okay, I know why I made the same mistake, and now do something about it. But no matter how many times you make the mistake, you're still human, and do something about it. That's the biggest thing. But you have got to forgive yourself, because the hardest person, a lot of the times we all wonder, what's this person saying about us? What's this person saying about us? But let's just say you're in a room filled with 10 people, and you're wondering what everybody else is thinking about you. Everybody else is wondering what everybody else is thinking about them. Okay? So it's so important that you just worry about yourself, do what you know that you need to do, don't worry about anybody else, forgive yourself, move on, each day is a new day, and do something about it. Stop marinating in your own misery. Oh my God, why do I keep doing this? Stop asking. Just do something about it. Make the change, and the next Sunday, when you know, like, I tell everybody all the time about doing their emotional exercises. It's so important. If you don't do them, why am I as strong as I am today? A lot of people and nobody on here has ever, besides my mother, who is my friend on Facebook, and my cousin, who is my friend on Facebook, nobody else on here saw me in the hospital, saw me a totally different person than I am, totally, like, quiet and not quiet. I mean, I was always outgoing, but I was very insecure, and I let everybody else run my mood, and I didn't take responsibility for my actions, and my father is the one that made me feel this way. No, he didn't. I made myself feel this way. So I learned to take control and take responsibility for my actions. So that's what we all have to do. But literally, what did I do? I learned when I got out of the hospital and they told me, these are the things that you need to do to get healthy again. Mind healthy. Not just body, mind healthy. Because it's all in our mind. What did I have to do? Every day I had to wake up, I had to read my positive books, which I did. And I read them once a year sometimes. I've read the 4 Agreements more than once. I've listened to The Secret more than once. I've read the Awaken the Giant Within 3 times already. That's the newest one. The 4 Agreements, I literally will sometimes read once a year. Once every 2 years. And I heard about that book 13 years ago. The Secret, I listen to easy once a year. I have it downloaded onto my iTunes. But what did I do? I listened to what they told me to do. I listened and I learned from it. And doing my exercises every day, never missing a day, where I started out with my 3 positive affirmations and I ended my day on them, it took years. And I still sometimes have stuff that gets into my head. I still have weak moments. But I don't allow them to take control of my life the way that they used to. And you can too. And it's going to take you a while. It's not going to take 2 months. It's not going to take 6 months. It's not going to take a year. If you're 30-something years old and you've been doing it your entire life like this, it's going to take a long time. It took me 7 to 9 years, really, to really truly believe that I wasn't stupid, because I heard it for 20 years. Okay? And that was one of the positive affirmations that I used to say to myself every day, and I did not believe it, but I had to. And it took 7 years of messing with my mind, of basically convincing myself that I'm not stupid, because that's all I heard my entire life growing up. So, I hope that this helped the client that asked, and I hope that I can guarantee you that there is somebody that's watching this right now, that says, oh my God, I'm so glad that she made this video. I've been beating myself up about the mistake that I made yesterday. Stop doing it. You're so much harder on yourself than anybody else is. And I'm telling you right now, I forgive you. So you forgive you. And today is going to be a better day. You wake up and you say, it's over. Can't do anything about it. So today can only be better. I love you. That's why I do this. Go be happy.